Ayy, give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring said to be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile to even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. This your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue. Yeah. They know it's true. We on the move. Ayy. Yeah. Eyes on the money, I stay in my bag. Taking my city, it's put on the map. Hustle was harder, I had to adapt. They hate me, they love me, how funny is that? I step in the lights, getting them hype. Don't got them all, we just got a night. Yeah, that's the way that we live in this life. We stay going in. Tell me where I would've been if I took your advice. I bet that would've dropped the price. If they be trying to lock me down, well then they better read my rights. Ayy, no we don't play. What they gon' say? Radio K. Do this all day, tell them we straight. Ayy, ready whenever I been show. Y'all really know where y'all info. Yeah, they copy like tenfold. We on the field, we gotta survive. Walk through the door, need my award. I said we keep on scoring. Y'all just keep it score. Give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring said to be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile to even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. This your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue.
It's just about game time, and the Blazers never look more confident than when they arrived earlier. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Portland Trailblazers. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Here's the starting group for Portland. Lillard and Sharp are the guards. Williams is out there with Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. And for the Spurs, at forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5. And Grant, for each of these teams, wins have been tough to come by lately.
No doubt. That creates a little bit of added pressure, too. So the last thing a struggling team wants to do is lose to an opponent in the same situation.
And it'll be the Trailblazers off the tip. Lillard against Fox. Jacks up at 3. The shot by Lillard, no good. Here's Vassell. Inside, here's Wembanyama. That one drops for him.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Pass to Sharp. For 3, here's Lillard. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
On offense, here is San Antonio. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Greg Popovich and I were able to chat. A main focus on their defense, Damian Lillard, the dynamic point guard. Coach telling me what sticks out to me about Lillard is his heart. He plays way bigger than his size. He raises the level of everyone around him. A true leader. Lillard, one of the most respected players in the league, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie. San Antonio with the ball. Portland making their last shot. The three from Barnes. Reverses. And it's Wembanyama laying it in. Wembanyama's gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Lillard passes to Williams. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Back to Sharp. Shot clock at 6. Over Castle. Sharp, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. That one falls.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Now Lillard. Outside, Williams. Fox against Lillard. Over Fox. Takes the 12-footer and hits it.
There is this old school feel about Dame's game. Even though he utilizes the three, he'll get to the mid-range and bury those.
And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
Castle for 3. Drains the triple. Castle's got 5.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
No question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Now here's Williams. It's Sharp on the wing. It's good.
Showing off some playmaking abilities with the pick and roll. I know Coach likes seeing this from Sharp.
Pass to Wembanyama. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Fires in the triple. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Portland calls timeout. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Avdia against Johnson. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
It's good.
And when wings take it down low, good things happen.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for Portland. Trailing by 2. Now here's Avdia. The D's right on him. Vassell with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Back to Vassell. Here's Branham. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Blazers trail by 5. Lillard passes to Williams. Johnson against Abdia. Banked it in off the glass.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Vassell. It's tipped. Here's Bassi. Pass to McLaughlin. Now here's Johnson. Defended by Abdia. Here's Vassell. And there's another one for the Spurs.
You know, he's so smooth on his catch-and-shoot jump shots. And Vassell has a natural rhythm on them, too.
The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. And here is Williams. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Drills it from deep.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Blazers trail by 6. Lillard finds Williams. Pass to Sharp.
That is what I'm talking about.
Wow. And he jams it home with authority.
Whether you're new to the league like Sharp or a veteran, throwing it down, no better feeling.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And you watch Shaedon Sharp, Brett. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something that jumps off the court for you. I mean, he's not just a scorer or a rebounder. I think if he uses that athleticism, he could become an elite defender in this league.
San Antonio, Plumlee's checked in for Bassi. Mamukelashvili comes in for McLaughlin. And it's Champagnie in for Branham. And some changes here for Portland. Now here's Vassell. Here's Champagnie. And Klingon pulls it down.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Henderson.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first. 5 to shoot. With the 10-footer. And that one's long.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity. And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Spurs lead by 4. To the left side wing. Back to Vassell. Over Henderson. Vassell's shot is good. Vassell's got 6.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
1:35 left to play in the first quarter. Henderson scanning the floor. And the bucket is good.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
San Antonio has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Now Plumlee. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The defender tries to get all ball, but Plumlee's size and strength come into play there.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Walker covering. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Third team foul. At the line for San Antonio, Sandro Mamukelashvili, shooting one.
Blazers trail by 6. Henderson outside. Pass to Klingon. Here's Benton from behind the arc. Plumlee pulls down the board. And here's Vassell. He's got 6. Johnson with it. Here's Champagnie. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
2 shots.
That's good from Henderson.
Yeah, a ripped physical guard. Henderson's competitive nature and drive to keep improving is really impressive.
Henderson hits them both. San Antonio leading by 7. Right side, Wembanyama. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. 1 second left. Count the basket.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. It's the Spurs. They lead by 5. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
On the court right now for Portland, Lillard and Sharp are the guards. Avdia out there with Klingon, and it's Kamare in at the 3. Sinks it from distance.
Great job there getting the defense to commit one way, and then Lillard has the body control to pull up the other. Nails the quick jump.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Here's Sharp. The shot's good. Sharp's got 6.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
And there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. 6-point game. Pass to Avdia. He shoots. Rebounded by the Spurs.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Now here's Wembanyama. Fires for three. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. And now it's a 9-point Spurs lead.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Lillard against Fox. Lillard outside. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
That was not an easy move. I mean, especially against that length.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
Timeout called, the Spurs. And you know Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line, Brent.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense, where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
A different look for San Antonio. Plumlee's checked in for Barnes, and it's Champagnie in for Fox. Robert Williams checked in for Portland. Here's Champagnie. From deep, Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama hitting from deep.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Plumlee against Avdia. The ball's knocked loose. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The rebound by the Spurs. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Outside Wembanyama. Oh, the man's an artist. What a throwdown by Victor.
Yeah, just his first year in the league, but Wembanyama showing he's comfortable getting a little fancy with it.
Lillard outside. Lets it go from deep. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
The three, and San Antonio hits again from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Sharp. Give him 8. It's deflected. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Bassie. Over Williams. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Bassie. Williams defending. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Lillard can't get it to go. Spurs lead by 14. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
the Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Blazers trail by 16. Now here's Lillard. He's got 14. Lillard converting inside.
It doesn't take much or long for Lillard to catch fire. An incredible offensive talent.
Johnson on the wing. Here's Wembanyama. Portland with a rebound. To the inside with the 7-footer. He got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Henderson misses.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Pass to Bassie. Here's Champagnie, defended by Henderson. Here's Johnson. He takes it in. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And that's how you take it to the cup. Johnson with the power finish.
Blazers trail by 16. Lillard passes to Henderson. Over Castle. Shot's good by Henderson. Henderson's got 6.
With defense that soft, you have to take them to task.
Pass to Castle. Back to Johnson. To the left wing. Here's Wembanyama. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Wembanyama's got 25 points in the game.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
For 3, here's Lillard. Bassie pulls it in. Spurs lead by 16. Johnson on the wing. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
I love the competitive edge Johnson plays with. Scoring on the D with tenacity.
Lillard with the ball. 16 points for him. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Pass to Bassie. Castle for 3. Parries it from 3. Give him 8 points now.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Lillard passes to Williams. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And some changes here for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for Williams, and it's Benton in for Damian Lillard. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Barnes goes in. Grant with a steal. Henderson with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
First personal foul.
Portland shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Walker, 1 shot.
.40 seconds left to play in the half. Johnson on the wing. Here's Mamukelashvili. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 4 rebounds now. Grant in the post. Johnson on him. Grant's shot is off. Pass to Vassell. Free throw line jumper, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
What balance from Vassell. Adept at absorbing contact and still converting.
San Antonio shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
The line for your Spurs, Devin Vassell. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Vassell. Grant outside. With one on the clock. And the jumper is good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter, 3 for the game. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Greg Popovich, and Coach, you look at the offensive execution for this team. What are you seeing?
I think they've done a pretty good job in moving the basketball, keeping up the pace, because we've been playing in mud a little bit lately, but the pace has been pretty good.
Hopefully that pace continues in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take great shots.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
They're getting abused in the paint defensively, letting their opponents set the tone. You can't match up physically, you're toast. And that's what the scoreboard is reflecting right now. Toast with butter.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Here's Fox. No points so far. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Blazers trail by 21. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell's progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. Sharp's gotten 5 of his 7 shots to fall. Here's Fox. Oh, and the jam by Fox.
And how much fun right now is De'Aaron Fox having on the floor? All smiles.
Well, Portland's shooting 59% in this one. A good average. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple. Lillard's got 19 points.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Fox against Lillard. And it's Fox missing.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Kamare. And the layup falls.
And it's no surprise they want to get him the ball to start this half.
Spurs lead by 16. Fox outside. Launches it. Portland grabs the miss. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Lillard. Barnes with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Three-pointer, Fox. Again, the miss by Fox. Blazers trail by 16. Pass to Avdia. This one for three. And Lillard gets it to go on the assist by Avdia. Lillard's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lofts one of those high-arching bombs.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. San Antonio shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for San Antonio, Wembanyama. One shot.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Pass to Kamari. Fires from deep. Yes! Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Spurs lead by 13. Outside Barnes. Out to Fox. Back to Barnes. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Pretty focused play right there from Harrison Barnes, showing he has what it takes to convert sometimes those challenging buckets like that one there.
And one thing about Harrison Barnes, Brent, he is efficient on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, it just feels like Harrison Barnes is one of those guys, BA, that's super steady, right? You know what he's going to do on a nightly basis, the shots he's going to take, and he has confidence in every one of those shots that he gets. So committed to both ends of the floor and a real team helper.
One shot.
And Barnes, one of those guys that every team would love to have. He just has a workman-like attitude.
Blazers trail by 16. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. 2 points. That one goes. Lillard's got 8 points here in the quarter. And Fox has got the ball here for San Antonio. Back to Barnes. To the wing on the left. Fox with the ball. Avdia picks him up. And Fox powers it home.
Becoming more confident and a little bit more poised in terms of how he scores is De'Aaron Fox.
For Portland, they've gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Plumlee's checked in for San Antonio.
Mason Plumlee.
On the wing, Vassell. On target from range. Vassell's got 12.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Here's Sharp. Ooh, an incredible double clutch dunk.
I almost can't Saul. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. And it's Plumlee penetrating.
You know, anytime he drives, there's a great chance that there's going to be a collision. That time, Plumlee finishes through it.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Now Sharp. 12 points for him. Oh, hey! How about that?
That's impressive.
And the double clutch jam wows the crowd.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Blazers trail by 19. Outside Sharp. Pass to Kamari. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. He has 7.
Growing his passing game. Sharp knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
It's Barnes on the wing. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Time called here. The Trailblazers decide to talk it over. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
And the Blazers making a change here. Klingon, he's checked in for Williams. Walker comes in for Avdia. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Kamara. And it's Scoot Henderson in for Lillard. Now here's Henderson. He has 6. 6 to shoot. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, and Henderson has got some hops for sure. You cannot let him get to the rim.
Fox, the pass to Plumlee. Portland with a rebound. Klingon's got 5 rebounds tonight. A little mid-range shot is up. Another one falls for Portland.
And it looks like Sharp is fairly comfortable in the mid-range. Having dynamic shot-making ability would be a big plus for him.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Pass to Johnson. Fox with the ball. Defended by Henderson. And it's Fox missing. Blazers trail by 16. And there's the call on Mason Plumlee. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Grant from the arc.
It really gets left behind on D. Johnson's so quick to match up.
Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Portland has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Pass to Klingon. Nice shot by Walker. Walker's got 7.
Terrific effort from him really all night. Yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
To the right side. Mamukelashvili passes to Plumlee. Shoots over Klingon. And the basket by Plumlee. He has 7.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Henderson outside. There's a minute 26 left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
You know, I like that decision from Henderson, giving up the rock.
Spurs lead by 16. Out left to the wing. Mamukelashvili passes to Plumlee. Count it. Good. Plumlee's got 8 points in the quarter. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Grant. 55 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Fox outside. Sharp against Vassell. Here's Plumlee. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And those are some effort points. Even with the defender draped all over him, Plumlee works hard to get off a makeable shot.
Pass to Klingon. Back to Henderson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Out to the wing. Here's Mamukelashvili.
Get out of the way!
Wow!
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Here's Grant. San Antonio with a rebound. Here's Johnson. And that's not going to go. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Spurs opening up a huge gap. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the... And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Lillard. Taking a look at the Trailblazers. We've got Denny Avdia. Damian Lillard out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Klingon, and it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Count it. Wembanyama's got 30 points.
And look at the soft touch. The rookie, Wembanyama, has really gotten this dialed in.
Blazers trail by 19. Lillard looking around. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Barnes. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks it down from distance. Barnes has got 11 in the second half.
Pretty reliable from that area on the floor. Harrison Barnes comfortable rising up and shooting from there.
Avdia with it. Fox picks him up. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. In transition. Castle for 3. Avdia pulls it in. The Trailblazers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. And the dunk by Lillard.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Pass to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now Avdia. And the shot goes down.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
San Antonio leading by 20. Here's Mamukelashvili. Fox outside. With the fadeaway. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Barnes.
Yes, shot making, play making. Wembanyama can do it all offensively.
Here's Lillard. Rebound by San Antonio. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Back to Fox, who is stolen by Lillard. Henderson outside. Over Castle. Shots good by Henderson.
And there's Henderson, just so quick. I mean, he loves to get out and run.
From deep, Wembanyama gets the 3 to fall. Wembanyama's got 37.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Portland making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Portland has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Lillard passes to Henderson. Back to Lillard. They get it back. Kamare. It's blocked. Here's Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. Tipped away. Lillard outside. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. San Antonio leading by 23. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Over to the left wing. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. The confidence that Fox has shown in his shot has skyrocketed the last few years, Brent.
Yeah, the combination, BA, sometimes of you working on your 3 to gain confidence, but the coaching staff also telling you, go ahead and shoot that shot. I think those things have played out for De'Aaron Fox. Look, he can be streaky, but the fact that he's willing to take it is elevating his play. Now, even De'Aaron Fox has talked about how he's the fastest player in the league. The cool thing about it is night after night, he seems to prove it.
And it's Lillard with the ball for Portland. From deep. The Trailblazers rebound. Kamare, that's good.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Fox outside. Over to the wing. Here's Mamukelashvili. Pass to Wembanyama. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wembanyama's got 39.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Hits a three-pointer.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick-and-roll set.
Here's Mamukelashvili, defended by Avdia. Pass to Wembanyama. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here's Henderson. No one near him. And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
He's so quick to react. Henderson has the shot lined up before the ball even gets to him.
And here's Barnes out to the right wing. Castle for 3. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
I haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
Avdia outside. Here's an 8-footer. Basket's good. Avdia's got 4 points in the quarter. San Antonio leading by 21. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Fox with the ball. Who is stolen by Lillard. The shot. Up again.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
San Antonio's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Fox outside. The 3 from Barnes. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
San Antonio's gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Wembanyama, high post, working on Williams, and he gets the bucket.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Well, Brent, when it comes to Scoot Henderson, his mobility alone causes problems.
No doubt about his explosiveness, BA, being one of the things he uses as a weapon. So if he gets confidence in that outside shot, people start pressing up on him. You're going to see that quick first step and Scoot Henderson getting to the rim and becoming more impactful offensively.
And Brent, Scoot Henderson spending 2 years with G League Ignite, the 2nd overall pick in 2023.
Yeah, and Scoot not the first Ignite player to go very high up in the NBA draft. You think about Jalen Green with the Rockets, but an extra year in the G League, committed to staying there and developing his game. I think that helped him in terms of his maturity, and still the sky is the limit for this kid.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Victor Wembanyama.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Portland has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Here's Benton. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
To the wing on the left. Here's Champagny. And there are the Spurs with another bucket.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Lillard. Rebound by San Antonio. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Fox. And again, it's San Antonio converting.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going fully on display here.
And that one's good.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
See you next time.
Harrison, we saw some hot shooting for you. Did you have a sense coming in that you were poised for a performance like this?
Just trying to let it fly. That's been a big message our coach has been trying to preach to us. The coaching staff really is just play loose, play free, go out there and have some fun, and that's what we did tonight.
You have the green light. Thanks, Harrison.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.